Hi guys, it's me Annie and I'm back with another video. On my channel I do all kinds of DIY cooking and crafting. So if you like that kind of content, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future videos. For today, I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own Melt and Pour Galaxy soap. The kids really love this one. So please stick around and let's do this together. It's very easy and very simple. Now let's just go through everything you will need to make this a Galaxy soap. You will need a soap mold. These are cute little soap molds that I found on Fishpond. You can also find these on Amazon. They're quite easy to find, and they make cute little soaps that can fit nicely into a child's hands, because this soap I will be making for my son and also to give as gifts to his cousins on their birthdays or on a special occasion. And kids really love this soap because of all the colors. Now, in these molds, you're going to place different kind of colors. Now, I've got all the colors of the rainbow, and this is a mica powder color. This is a soap safe color. I can show you. It's a powder called mica, and it's all the different colors. You can order all of these different things on the Pure Nature website. I use them for all my soap making. So I will leave a link in the description box down below where you can go to their website and have a browse around and see what you can find. They sell soap molds, they sell everything you might need for different kind of crafting as well, for making lotions and things like that. So they even have some recipes for you if you would like to have a browse around and look at their website. It's not sponsored by them. My video is not sponsored by Pure Nature, but because I really love the company and they always give me good service, I always use their products, and it's easy to come by and also a good price. Now, after you've got your mold and you've got the colors, you are also going to need rubbing alcohol to spray inside your molds before you start pouring soap in them. You will also, of course, need some Melt and Pour soap. This is a block of Melt and Pour soap that I bought from Pure Nature. This is the shea butter one. It's nice and moisturizing. You can buy different kinds if you want goat's milk or just the plain soap. You've got lots of options on the website. So this block I'm just going to cut into cubes. Then you're going to need a heat-proof container or jug to melt the soap in. I'm going to melt the soap in the microwave. And then also you will need some fragrance for the soap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fragrance it with lavender and also with some peppermint. And I love the lavender and peppermint combination for soap. It's soothing and fresh all at the same time. And I will be measuring out into a little container 15 drops of each. So that will be 30 drops of essential oil to scent the soap with. So to cut the Melt and Pour soap, I'm going to use my soap cutter. You can use a knife or anything that you prefer for measuring out or just scooping out my micas. I'm going to use this 1/4 teaspoon measuring teaspoon to scoop it out and place it into the molds. And also, after you pour in the soap, you need to mix it with something. So I'm going to use this bamboo skewer just to mix up the soap so the colors are well distributed through the soap. And also to get all the soap out of this container, I always love to use my silicone spatula. It helps get every drop out of the container. And then after I've mixed up the soap and it's all beautiful and colorful, I'm going to top it off with some beautiful gold rainbow glitter that I also bought from Pure Nature. And this is also soap safe and body safe. So let's get to it and start making some melt and pour soap. Now we've got our mold and we've got some rubbing alcohol. This is a 99% rubbing alcohol that I ordered from Pure Nature. I'm just going to spray all of the cavities for the soap. And then I'm going to add the different colors. So now we've got all the colors inside our soap molds, and it is time to melt the melt and pour soap. Cut the melt and pour soap into little pieces so that it melts easily. And I'll be melting these in the microwave for 30-second bursts at a time. You have to be careful that you do not burn your soap in the microwave, because the soap can burn and that gives a horrible smell. So be sure not to burn your soap in the microwave. Take it slowly and just do for a few seconds at a time to melt all the soap. I'm just eyeballing how much soap I'm going to need for this project. So I took about 14 blocks from that soap block. we'll see how far we can go with that. I think we might need a little bit more, but let's start with that and see how we go. So now I've cut up all my soap into little squares, and I'm going to melt it in the microwave for 30-second bursts. So you can see my soap is nicely melted, and it's time to add the fragrance oil. I'm going to measure out 15 drops of the lavender and 15 drops of the peppermint. Now we've got the essential oils inside the melted soap. And I'm going to mix it through. It smells lovely. It smells so fresh, and you can smell the lavender and the peppermint. Now we're back to the mold, and we're ready to pour the soap onto the colors. The soap is nice and liquidy, so it will pour very nicely. Do not fill your soaps to the brim, because then it will be really hard to mix it. We'll see how far we go with this batch of soap that I melted. Seems to be just not enough to fill the fifth one. Also, you have to move quickly because the soap tends to become sticky and goopy after a while. Now we're going to mix these up to distribute the colors throughout, and scrape the sides where the mica might have hit. And you also want to make sure these are nicely mixed. So we'll go through, mix it up, and these will be beautiful in the bath. So now that we know how many soap cubes we need to do for 5 soaps, I will go ahead, cut up some more soap, melt it, fragrance it, and then do the rest of the soaps. I'll come back once I've done that. So now I've melted the rest of the soap. I'm just going to spritz this one empty one with some rubbing alcohol and just add a little bit of soap on top because it's not completely full. Then I'll continue filling the rest of the soap molds. And see how far we get. If this soap is not enough, I do have some clear melt and pour soap that I can use also, but I think we might make it almost, maybe scoop a little bit out into the other soap mold. That one's too full. Just pour as much as we can in there. And like I said, I've got some clear melt and pour soap base left that I can use for the other bits and pieces. Oops. Drop some. So now what you do is, first you spritz her to get rid of all the bubbles. And we're going to go over and mix it up a little bit with our skewer. Make it nice and beautiful. And be sure to get the mica from the sides of the mold as well, so it won't be in big clumps. There's no right or wrong with this. Each one will be unique to itself, and I'm sure everyone will love it. This is a very soothing soap because it's shea butter, so it's very nice on your skin and very moisturizing. So what I'll do, I'll just give it another spritz with the rubbing alcohol, and then I'm going to be adding some more of the glitter. So just by using a teaspoon, I'll just sprinkle a little bit of glitter on each soap, just to make it a little bit more beautiful. I'll give that one a nice layer of glitter because we're going to be doing the clear soap. And then after these are finished setting up, I can show you what it looks like. I think it will be quite beautiful. So this is more like a trial and error. Do what you feel is right. There's no right or wrong. Give it another spritz with the rubbing alcohol. And I'll be melting some more soap and just filling in these two last ones. And once the soap is nicely set, I will pop them out and let you see what they look like. Now all the soap molds are filled, and we will just have to wait for them to set up. The melt and pour soap just takes a few hours to set up. It will harden just like this, or if you want to speed it up, you can put it inside the fridge and it will harden up much quicker, so then you can pop it out of the mold. And a fun fact about melt and pour soap is it's so easy to use because the soap base is already made, that you order from Pure Nature. So there's no lye involved, no curing involved. This is soap ready to melt and pour into mold and put any fragrance you want, any colors you want. You can make it instantly, let it harden, and you can use it immediately. You do not need to cure it, it's already done for you. So that's what makes it very nice to use melt and pour soap if you're in a rush to make some gifts, make some handmade soaps. Then you know you can always get the melt and pour soap from Pure Nature. They give a list of exactly what the ingredients in the soaps are. So if you want a vegan kind of soap or an organic kind of soap, you can go through the list and see exactly what the ingredients are inside these soaps, to make sure that you buy the one that you want. And melt and pour is also fun to do with the kids. If you have a little bit older kids, they can help you make different kind of soaps. And that's a very fun holiday activity to keep the kids busy. So we're just going to wait a little bit for this soap to set up and harden, and then I'll pop them out of the molds and bring you back and let you see how they turn out. I'm very curious to see what they're going to look like, because I have never made this Galaxy soap before, so this was an experiment for me too. So let's do this together and see how they turn out. Also, with melt and pour, it's very important to use rubbing alcohol, because it removes the bubbles from the surface after you pour the soap. And if you are doing layers of soap, it helps the layers adhere together. So then you spray the rubbing alcohol before you pour the next layer of soap. This is very important if you're making melt and pour soap. So here we go. It's the moment of truth. The soap has been sitting up for the past hour, maybe a little bit more, and it's quite hard. So I think it's safe to say we can unmold it and see what we've got. Isn't that beautiful? Galaxy soap. So you can see the edges are a bit rough. You can always just use a peeler, just peel off the rough edges to make it nice and smooth. And there we go. Beautiful Galaxy soap. Now, something to note about melt and pour soap is that the soap tends to sweat. So you can't leave it exposed like this. You need to wrap it in cling wrap to make sure that it's airtight, because any air that touches the soap will make it sweat and cause little droplets on the soap, and it's not pretty to look at. So I'm going to package these up in cling wrap to make sure it's nice and sealed and it doesn't get all wet and gooey. I will just quickly show you how I fix these edges with the peeler, and this will make the soap look a lot more neat. You will see it just comes off like little pieces like that. and that will give you a smooth edge. To just lightly peel off the rough edges. And you can see it looks a lot more tidier now. And we've got a beautiful soap ready to wrap. Let me finish peeling all of these, and I will show you how I'm going to wrap these soaps. Now all these little bits and pieces I like to save because I use it as embeds in other soaps. It can give quite a nice effect. The soap is nicely wrapped. You can see the beautiful colors. Ready to give as a gift. Put it in a gift bag. You can put a little sticker on it or a label, whatever you prefer. And there you go, your own melt and pour soap, Galaxy soap. So this is how the clear melt and pour soap came out. It's not completely clear because the mica distributed throughout the soap, but it's rather lovely. And this one is the one that I layered. The bottom was with the pure white soap, and the top is the clear melt and pour. You can see its layers, and there you are, beautiful Galaxy soap. Thank you for watching my video on how to make melt and pour Galaxy soap. It is quite quick and easy to do, and I hope you give it a try for yourself. If you like this video, please hit the like button and show me you care, and then I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.